Hello heretics, this is HereticPlus, and welcome to episode 27 of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So we are back here in the Water Temple, my least favorite temple, probably yours as well, and I have a confession to make. I made a slight little itsy-bitsy mistake. We missed a few things that we really need to get. So first thing you want to do is drop all the way back down. I'll show you from the beginning how to get them. There are two keys that we missed. Two of them, two keys that we really need to get. So, first things first, go ahead and head back to where Ruto was. And just like before, you're going to want to go up way to the top and fix the water levels, because they're not right. We actually need the water to be on the middle level to get both of the things that we want. And until it's there, we're kind of screwed. And this is kind of what I meant by this dungeon will screw with you. I mean, even if you've done it before, even if you've done it several times, this dungeon needs so much backtracking, and it's just so... things need to be done in a certain order, and you have to know to do them, which the dungeon's not always clear what you have to do next. Good, so that will lower the water to the bottom level. Down we go! Ah! By the way, guys, just a quick announcement. So, I woke up this morning, you know, I was scheduled to work from like 11 to 5, right? Which is not too bad a shift, but I was like, oh man, I don't want to go to work. But guess what? Guess what happened? It snowed like a motherfucker last night. And so my boss calls up and he's like, hey, the weather's really bad, we're probably not going to need you, so you can go ahead and stay home. And I was like, oh, that's amazing, I thank you for existing, sir. And I was very happy because that particular, not really a manager, he's the boss, but he's kind of annoying sometimes, to be entirely honest. But, so yeah, I was very pleased not to have to go to work. So, woo! So today I'm dedicating to getting all of my LPs, not just up to date, but also stocked up for the future. Just about all day I will be recording stuff, so yeah, keep in mind that my Christmas specials will be being uploaded every day, and then my other stuff will also return to its normal schedule. For the last few days, that's not been the case, but now it will be. Now it will be. So drop down, and when we put the water on the medium level, this will raise up. And the block that we stood on by the door, you would not have known this just by, I mean, it's just not obvious that this would happen, so if you didn't for some reason go and check, you wouldn't know this was here. I've played this dungeon like 4 times and I forgot that this was here. But whatever the case, in here is a switch. Do not stand by the switch, because when you hit it, lots and lots of bad dudes will fall down, and basically we're going to spam them with our hookshot. Try and kill as many as you can, as quickly as you can. Once they start moving, they're a bigger pain in the butt. But if you can get all the spikes before they start being spikes, then it's pretty easy. So once they're all dead, the second grate will open up. Stock up on arrows if you can. We're about to head into an area where it'll be kind of hard on arrows. At least for me, for some reason, I wasted quite a few in the test run of this. I actually played the first third of the dungeon without testing it. And obviously, I think I suffered for it because I missed this thing. So I missed 2 things, which is kind of uncharacteristic of my guides and dungeons. Alright, so we have that. So go ahead and put the boots back on. For the next one, we're heading back to where Ruto was. So go ahead and start heading in that direction. Okay, up we go. So much backtracking. My goodness gracious me. Alright. So now that that's done, go ahead and head up here, and we're gonna jump back down from the tower to the bottom floor. Put the boots on, of course. Once again, I really wish they would have made boots a C button item, because it takes so much time to constantly have to pull them out and whatnot. Alright, around we go. It is nice that they put those torches outside of Ruto's room, because Ruto's room is arguably one of the ones that you use the most in the entire dungeon to backtrack to, so it's nice that it's easy to find it. So up we go, and now that the water's on the middle level, we have access to this. The hole in the wall that we could not have gone through before. So pull out your bombs and blow it up. Goodbye! Ow! That's not very nice. Cool, so a chest is available to us now, and inside the chest is our second key for the dungeon. Thank you, key. Sweet. So now we're very well back on track. We need to put water once again on the highest level. That's the one thing that we have to do again. So really what I did before would have worked fine. I just forgot to get these in the middle of it. Exactly the middle of it, since they're right in the middle where the water's at the middle level. So that's done. Now we have to get the water back up to the highest level, which we need to do. That is also fairly easy to do, because what you have to look for is on the middle level, there is only one door like this. There's no lock on it. There's a hookshot thing over it, a chest or a block in front of it. This is a straight shot to the highest leveled one. Had I been a smart player, I would have left Feyor's Wind up there at the end of the last episode. But of course I didn't know I'd have to go back, at least not so soon. But this dungeon is going to be made a whole lot easier if you're really smart with your Feyor's Wind. I perhaps have not used Feyor's Wind to its greatest effect in this dungeon. However, I will plan on using it again during the dungeon. But yeah, if you're good with Feyor's Wind, this dungeon will be a lot shorter. Maybe not a lot shorter, but enough that you will notice the difference, for sure. So we're back here, and go ahead and... Go ahead and play... There we go. Play Zelda's Lullaby again. Alright. And like I said before, I'm gonna go ahead and leave a Feyor's Wind here. Go ahead and leave it. Come on. Nope, wrong one. Yeah, that's it. That one. Since the great thing about Feyor's Wind is that it will leave the portal right by the door that we went in, so this is like a quick warp back up to the third one, which is pretty nice. Okay. So now that we have this, the water's on the highest level, we have access to... Where is it at? Is it over here? I walked all the way around. It's this one! Right above the other one, to be honest, so I guess that's not so hard to get to. Oh, don't fall off. Here it is. Inside this is a really iconic room in this temple. Firstly, there's some keys on the walls, so watch out for them. Goodbye. Grab their shit, thank you. There's like a waterfall with moving platforms with hookshot things on it. There's a sculpture on the wall, but it's too far away for us to even hope of reaching yet. Yet, viewers. So go ahead and jump your way kinda down this room, because we have to hookshot, that's right, from block to block. From block to block. I think you can be a little bit faster if you can land on this. The hell? Alright, so, that didn't work. I guess the game glitched out or something, but, I guess I'll try this again. This platform moves up and down, so if you're not really fast, or if you get kind of unlucky... Shit, come on, hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Come on. Link, hurry! Go with the wind! Nope. If you've got good hookshot reflexes, this is pretty simple. If you don't, or if you're not used to the controller you're playing on, like I'm not, it will not be so easy. But this is why you need the second key to get in here. And this room is a pain in the buttocks, let me tell you. It's not difficult, but you have to do this puzzle like frickin' 6 times to get through this room. Constantly hitting the switch over and over again. And these guys are just annoying, because if you don't kill them, they will get in the way every single switch, more or less. Alright, that's the last one, I think. So let us start our journey. First things first, hookshot the switch, or you shoot it with the bow, but if you're in range, I would just hookshot, because you save arrows that way. Now, this time, do not hookshot onto that platform. If you do, you'll fall straight into the water and have to go back and try again. So I would hit this switch to lower it back down, because lo and behold, the game designers were jackasses and put a sign up on the wall, too. Jackasses. There we go. Hit it again, which will raise back up that one. How many steps is this puzzle? Now hookshot over here. Now, hit it again. My goodness. And when it goes back down, back up we go. This time use the bow because I think it's almost out of range. But, yeah. So up here, watch out, there are a couple of likes, but the bigger on sword will one-shot them. This guy is, do not hookshot up into the thing because you'll fall right down into its mouth. That's a very bad idea. If you didn't already know, it will steal your clothes, and Link does not want to run around naked. I mean, this water is probably just chilled to the bone. Alright, so he's dead, so go ahead and drop down. Once again, he drops all this money that we don't need. Searching here, potions, health is useful. This is quite possibly the coolest, not just room, but also mini-boss. Actually, okay, it's not my favorite room, but it is my favorite mini-boss in the entire game. So you come all the way over here. This room is crazy. It's like, you can't see the ceilings, can't see the walls. If you actually walk over to this area here, you, get stuck. Like, you can't go through it for some reason. And which is funny, because way over here, if you look, there's actually, some rupees, I believe. Where are they at? I could have sworn there were some rupees over there. Huh. I guess not. So, when you go to that door and realize that it's locked, this guy will appear. This lone illusionary swordsman, known by many as Dark Link. Let's fight him. So you walk up, it's Dark Link, conquer yourself. Oh my goodness, this has been done in games so many times, in movies, but Dark Link is just something special. We have a lot of health, so I might as well show you this. But don't fight him with the Master Sword, because if you do, he counters your moves. And if you use the Master Sword, come on, hurry up. If you use the Master Sword, he'll actually jump on your sword and counterattack sometimes. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. You basically can't kill him with the Master Sword. Why? Because he has the Master Sword too! Because of this, good ways are Din's Fire works, the Megaton Hammer works, and the Bigger on Sword works. Also, if you do not Z-target, I don't think that he can jump on the Master Sword. It's only if you Z-target, because he tends to mirror your moves if you're targeting him. So, like now, he'll swing at the same time as you do, but a lunge attack he cannot, copy. So, yeah, like that, you can smack him with this. So, with the Bigger on Sword, he, is not that difficult to beat. But he is pretty cool, and like the first or second times that you fight him, probably the first time, unless you're an idiot, and you don't know what he can do, he can be kind of deadly, to be honest. But yeah, once he's dead, that will open up, and we can rush all the way over. Look at how the room changes. It, like, the illusion fades away, and it goes back to being freakishly awesome. Sweet. So that's done, and you can walk in here and grab something from this treasure chest. More importantly, you can grab an awesome upgrade. This is the long shot. What this effectively does is it doubles the range of our hook shot, which means that basically there is nothing left in this game, except for like one collectible, that we can't get now. We can get everything else. This hook shot is like the golden equipment piece of being an adult. Which is why I did the water temple in this episode rather than, or in these last few episodes rather than doing an errands episode. Just because having this will make us be able to get so much more, it just makes more sense to do it all once we have the long shot. So that's done. Shoot. There we go. So now make this block of time dissipate, disappear, sink into the ground, and die. and it reveals a secret passage down below. So, down we go. Sweet. Alright, so this room, Navi will say, Link, be careful, don't get swallowed by the vortexes. I'm not sure what happens if you are swallowed. You might return back to this room. I'm not really sure how that works. But whatever the case, just try and avoid them. Though, to be honest, they're not too deadly. So once you get to about here, start using the iron boots. Because, as you can see, there's a vortex there. It will not suck you in. If you're using these, do not step on the slopes. You'll slide in. Because certain parts of this you're going to have to swim, and certain parts you're going to have to use the iron boots. If you're using the boots well, you should, and in conjunction with your normal boots, this should not be any trouble at all. But if you're not, this room can be a pain in the butt. So firstly, there's the Skulltula here. Let's grab that. This is dungeon number... Is this only number 2 in the dungeon? I think it is only number 2, yeah. That's number 2 in the dungeon. We're about to get 2 more in this very episode, though, I believe. Oh, there's that. So over here this time, try and avoid those. Now go this way and get to this. Sweet. So now use the bow to hit this switch on the wall, which will open up that grate, which you can then hookshot onto. Nice, first try too. And grab a small key. Nice. So when that's done, you head back to this room. This room is the same as the original room that you go to, where I think there's a Skulltula on the other side of that grate down there. This is slightly easier with the long shot, but you can do it with the hook shot too. So we already did this room personally. So back into here, we have to go all the way through this room again. They could have thought of a better way to backtrack this. I'm not going to use Feyor's Wind yet, because we don't really need to, and I'm going to save that for later. But this should be the end of the backtracking, though, for this segment, so I'm not too concerned. Sweet, so back up we go. Alright, so now there are 2 Skulltulas we want to get. Before you do anything at all, go back to the moving platform waterfall room that led to Dark Link. Go back there first. The reason being is because there's that Skulltula high up on the wall. If you don't get it now, you will probably forget, which is a pain in the butt. So don't do that. Don't forget, guys. Man, of course I swim all the way in the wrong direction and have to swim even further to get there now. But yeah, head back to that room. If you want to, you can backtrack after killing Dark Link, but this way is just as easy. In fact, I think this way takes less time because you don't have to do that puzzle twice. Nice, so yeah, we have incredible range with the hookshot now. Sweet, that's dungeon number 3. Time for number 4. So for number 4, we're heading back to the central room. In here. Once again, I chose the longest way. Here we go. Wait. Oh no, we're at the highest level, excuse me. We have to get down to the bottom with a medium level. So for that, I guess we have to go back to Ruto's room. Alright, down we go. Not that way, I think it's to the right is where Ruto's room is. I love how I've just started calling it Ruto's room, you know, it's kind of cool in my opinion. It's got its own name. It's got its own name. Pretty tight. So over we go. And up we go. For this next segment, I believe we're going to want the water on the medium level. So, which is lucky because the dungeon did have that Skulltula in the tower in mind when it designed the order of this dungeon, which is kind of intuitive, and I'm happy about that. Because, I mean, we have to make the water medium anyway, and the Skulltula that we can't get until we have the long shot is where we need to do that. So, good idea. Good idea. Really, this dungeon isn't really... This dungeon is not poorly designed. It's not. It's designed very well. It's just difficult. Probably the most difficult dungeon in the game, not because of the enemies, but because of all the confusing environments and the backtracking and the water levels. But once you have a basic idea of how that all works, it's not really that bad. It's not really that bad. Alright, so back into the tower. Now that we have the long shot, this room is a lot easier to traverse. You can just go way up here to this one. Just skip the other one. Jump over here. And firstly, grab the Chula. Oh, missed. There we go. Perfect. 1 and 2. This is Chula number 4. So there's 1 left. Come on, get it. Get it. Get it. There we go. Chula number 4. Now go ahead and play Zelda's Lullaby once again to put the water on the medium level. Awesome. And now we can head over to the next room, which you will remember from before, guys. You will. You will. It's over here. Nope, over here. You will remember it because we couldn't get to it before, because we need the long shot to access that hook shot thing over there. There is a second step you can do before you do this, which is involved in being able to get the prize in here. But either way, you're gonna have to do some backtracking, so I just do it this way first. First thing you want to do is pull this block out. Now, now, as you can see, we're now stuck. We can't push it anymore, and we're sealed off. However, I would not do it the other way around, simply because if you do it the other way around, you're gonna have to raise the water level to get back up to this top floor, which is a lot of unnecessary work, in my opinion. Just do it this way. It's just easier. Less effort. Okay, and over here, we will get our hands on once we move this block. By the way, if you guys didn't notice, the symbol on the pushable blocks did change when I switched from the N64 to the GameCube for this LP. It used to be kind of a crescent-shaped moon with a star in the middle, but I believe that was actually changed because they thought it would offend, like, Muslims or something? Like, I think that's one of their symbols for, like, I forget which country, but I don't remember. I could be really wrong and be the wrong religion, but I'm pretty sure it offended somebody in the Middle East. And that's why they changed it, which is kind of interesting. It kind of looks like Majora's Mask now a little bit. Just a little bit. Sweet, so that's done. So we now have 2 keys. And the next room that we want to go to is, let's just check here. We're almost done with the dungeon, really. Right, the bottom and the first floor. So down we go. Now we can access another room that we needed the long shot for. So, down we go. And this time, I think we want to head this way. I believe. Could be wrong. It's possible. However unlikely. Yes, I'm right. So, take off the boots and climb up onto this side. As you can see, now that we have the long shot, we can hookshot across this and there's a locked door. Awesome sauce. So in we go. And in here is another puzzle. But that is all that I'll show you in this episode, guys. The end of the dungeon, as well as a couple of collectibles towards the end and an awesome new bow upgrade. Not more arrows, but magical bow attacks. Will be in the next episode. So tune in for that, guys. This game will be a lot more epic. We're really almost done with the game in the long run. So I hope you all enjoy that and tune in to see it. So until next time, this is HereticPlus signing out. Goodbye!